Good morning, and thanks for joining me. Hi, I am Diana Rachel. I am the voice behind The Spirited Witch, Practical Living for Spooky People. And given the way things have been going, I got a little salt in my room. I am throwing a little salt over my shoulder because I think we are seeing some stuff lately. So I'll be honest, I'm starting to get nervous about these lives because I don't always know what they're talking about when I start doing the readings. And by the end of the week, woof. So thank you for joining me so much. In the US, it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and I apologize for the lateness of the video. Have been having a harder time getting started, especially since I am still on the mend from basically being taken out by 2 frozen turkeys. So a little something I want to draw attention to right now is this was given to me as an anniversary gift. This is not a hammer of Mjolnir. This is an axe of Perun. I am wearing it for a very specific reason. I am Polish American. I am Slavic. And Perun is the Polish god of thunder. Please do not insult or culturally erase by saying this is in any way parallel to Woden or Odin. It is not. And a lot of alt-right people have been co-opting the Polish cultural icons for their own BS. And I want to make it very clear, if you are a fascist, this does not belong to you. There were not just Jewish people, there were Polish people, Romani people, queer people that were victims in the Holocaust. I had an uncle lead an escape from one of the camps from Krakow. And I want to make it very clear, this is my birthright, not yours. This does not protect the beauty of anybody. This protects the strength of the Slavic people who very much believed in diversity. So let me make that very clear. This is mine. This is my people's. And if people want to identify as Polish, we're very adaptive and adoptive. That's okay, but don't you dare co-opt it. It may not be taken out of context. So now that I've got that off my chest, let's see what the card is for today. And that is the Tower inverted. So remember, a lot of these cards are also advice, and there's been a lot of prepare for the worst, do the best you can, survive the best you can. And so that's what I've got here, is that prepare for the worst, watch out for yourself, and so on. And it also can mean disaster averted. So I'm not saying let your guard down. There's still a lot going on, especially from some of the communities that watch me the most. But I am saying things aren't going to quite hit their targets again. There's a lot of things where there's a lot of escalation. There's a lot of, we didn't expect that. There's a lot of a lot of the bullies coming in thinking it's going to be easy and then being very, very surprised. So what I'm feeling is this is going to be no surprise to some people, but a big surprise to others. Do what you can to take care of yourselves. Do what you can to look to your community. Again, I've been seeing and hearing so many people stepping up. I'm seeing more and more stepping up where I am in Michigan too. I'm not one to make false promises. I don't want to say it's going to get better. I feel like it's going to, but it's not going to get better fast. So hang in there. And this is very much a hang in there card. And I have, there is on my Patreon a free to the public analysis of the tower, how it works, what it can mean, even in its inversions. If you go over to patreon.com, The Spirited Witch, and hit the search bar of the tower, that little video will come up, and hopefully it will give you some frame of reference, because you may want to pull your own cards to see how this impacts you and yours directly, most directly. And again, even with this, it's work with the energy instead of against it. So if you're going to have a crater formed in a lake somewhere, or like a crater in your property somewhere, see if you can move things so you can at least convert it to a swimming pool, or, save yourself some tilling if you still do tilling style agriculture. That's what I've got for you today. It looks like it's going to be a small day. It looks like a lot of people didn't see my announcements because I got to it very late. So thank you so much for spending the time with me, and stay magical, everyone.